Meghan Markle didn't just leave the UK this time, she fled it. Sources say what was supposed to be a triumphant return for Prince Harry turned into something else entirely. A nightmare so uncomfortable, so humiliating that Meghan packed up the kids and got out early. Stick around, because the reason why might be the most brutal reality check the Sussexes have gotten yet. For years, Harry has tried to have it both ways. Half in the royal family, half out. Keep the title, skip the duty, keep the access, skip the accountability. But according to page 6, this latest UK trip proved that math doesn't work anymore. No taxpayer-funded security. No rooms at Buckingham Palace, no red carpet welcome home. Just the cold, quiet sound of a country that has moved on. And here's the part that should really scare Harry. It wasn't hostility that greeted him. It wasn't tabloids screaming or crowds booing. It was silence. Disinterest. The one thing insiders say the Sussexes fear more than hate itself. Because if there's one thing this couple has always needed, it's attention. And Britain, this time, simply wasn't giving it. But the humiliation didn't stop at the palace gates. Because while Meghan was reportedly packing her bags early, Harry was walking out of a courtroom having just lost. Big. A 400-page judgment. £50 million on the line, split between 7 claimants, including names like Elton John and Liz Hurley. And buried in that judgment? A judge saying, in effect, I don't see the evidence to support this. That's not just a legal loss. That's a professional catastrophe waiting to happen. Because if insurers look at that ruling and decide Harry's own legal team pushed claims that should have been barred by statute of limitations, they could refuse to pay a single pound of it. Which means Prince Harry might not just be down £50 million of insurance money. He might be personally on the hook for it. Now picture Meghan in the middle of all this. No security, no palace. A husband who just lost the biggest legal gamble of his life, splashed across every UK front page. Is it any wonder she wanted her kids on a plane home to California as fast as possible? Sources describe the trip as a nightmare, and when you line up the pieces, it's easy to see why. This wasn't a homecoming. It was a reminder that the privilege of royalty doesn't travel with you once you've walked away from the job that gave it to you. And just when you think there's nothing left to soften the blow, enter the good news. Meghan's Netflix show, With Love, Meghan, picked up a Daytime Emmy nomination. She posted the celebration on Instagram. Team, crew, congratulations all around. But here's the uncomfortable truth insiders keep pointing to. More people have watched TikTok parodies mocking that show than the show itself. In Hollywood, a nomination doesn't erase a reputation, and reports suggest Meghan's reputation in the industry is exactly what's holding her back. So let's recap. No security, no palace. A courtroom disaster that could cost Harry a fortune. A wife reportedly humiliated enough to leave early. And a nomination nobody outside industry circles even noticed. If this is what half in, half out looks like, what happens when the monarchy decides it's time to close the door for good? Comment below. Do you think Harry ever finds his way back in? Or is this the beginning of the end? Subscribe because next time we're breaking down the affair scandal, and trust me, it's just as messy.